Hi everybody, Larky here, and it's been a minute since I made a video on this world, and I'm sorry. Life got a little crazy, and even though I was recording, the recordings were just bad. They were bad. So while I would love to explain in detail, I'd be talking for like 20 minutes, so I'm just going to show you around, okay? The first thing you need to know is that I have finished filling in the whole first rung of our series of great cogs. I built myself a little storage area, I've given myself some power, and I have a small processing station. I have a pounder and a bonker and a mixer and a millstone here. And then the power goes here, and I have a washer set up. And I'm going to step behind it because they'll burn me. I have a cooking set up. See? Fire, fire, fire. And I have a lava set up, which I'm going to stay away from, so I can smelt without costing materials. And last but not least, I have some soul campfires, because in the Create mod, you can haunt things. And I have a little bit of that set up. Eventually, this area will be my iron farm, but frankly, right now, all I'm doing is just grind until I get some big crushing wheels. I'm just using these millstones to grind up the cobblestone into gravel, and I just drop it over there in the washing station, and it's working for me right now, and it's fine. So then as we go around this circle, we're going to find, I'm going to try to do my shaker farms here, or at least for the blue flowers, because I know that if I hit this with bone meal, I'm going to get some blue flowers, like that. So I'm going to do at least one shaker farm here. I'm going to see if I can get the azure bluets as well, and so on. And as we go around, we're back to the beginning. I am going to go up top. Whee! And as we go around the circle up at the very top of the world, so far anyway, I still reserve the right to build up there if I need to, but I don't think I'm going to need to. We have some crop farms of the main crops. I need to build one for those guys. Eventually, the plan is that I will be putting collectors here so that as these go around and around, they go and they suck all the bad, all the crops out, and they just take them down and down and down and down into the crop storage that's going to be down there where the villagers are. But I haven't got that far yet. So as I go around, you can see that I not only moved my sheep upstairs, but now I have 3 sheep of every color. Whee! So I have all kinds of wool if I need it. I moved the donkeys upstairs. They are right here. And I moved, well, I already had the cows and the chickens up here. So, da-da-da! And how, you ask, did I do that? I did that by building an elevator. Now, if I come over here and I push the button. Now, the first elevator I built was terribly, terribly slow. So I had to improvise with the many, many thousands of cogs up there. Okay, not thousands, but it feels like thousands of cogs up there. And now my elevator goes very, very fast. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom of the world. You ready? Boom. Here we go. Very, very fast. All the way to the bottom of the world. And we're almost there. And we're there. Ding. Eventually I'll put a bell on this so it makes that noise, but I don't have that yet. And you can see that several of the chunks have been taken down. We got one, and there's a skelly spawner that I found inside that chunk that I'm eventually going to do something with, but right now it's just hanging in space. And I've got 1, 2, 3 of the other chunks all the way taken out. not only did I want the resources from those chunks, but I also really did not want the whole chunk there, because I'm going to pop into FreeCam so you can see. Eventually, there will be rungs going out for different cogs as we go, and well, that kind of doesn't work, does it? No. So that's what's going on. Now today, I'm going to be doing some decorating and some building and some putting in the structure, and maybe if I have time, I'm going to be putting some create stuff together, because I need a tree farm that's better than what I got right now, which is me building the tree and chopping it down, right? And I need some better crop farms. Oh, and since the last time I saw you, I also went to the Nether and I got some, and I've traded with my villagers and, you know, stuff. And it was boring because literally I went in, got a hunk of soul sand and some netherrack and came back. So it wasn't very exciting. I'm sorry. Oh, and some quartz and came back. When I go to the bastion or the whatever it is fortress and I get myself some soul sand, not some soul sand. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. When I go and I get myself some blazes from a blaze burner, that will be exciting and I will probably die. So I'll take you with me. Okay? Okay. Now we're all caught up. So what we've ended up with for our column, you'll notice it's also made out of dark stone, but not this particular stone. I wanted it to look a little different and have a different texture and gradient, I guess, than the metal that everything else is built out of. Because it wouldn't be made out of the same stuff, or it wouldn't look the same because it's a different material, right? So that's the plan. And I'm really happy with the little windows so that when you come down on the elevator, you can see out as you go. I'm really pretty happy with the elevator itself. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, because obviously the call button is here and putting a door here is kind of weird. I might go ahead and close this in and put a door here. I haven't decided yet, okay? And the next thing I need to do is to take this one, this look, and I've only done it in the very bottom couple of sections, and take it all the way up to the top. Once I've got that completed, then I can finish taking these down at least a little bit so that I can build the next rung, next cog, and start putting in my farms. There is still so much to do in this world, and I'm so here for it. I'm loving this world so much. And so let me build the rest of this column so we can see what it looks like. Yeah. Okay, nope. I played with it, and I didn't like any of the approaches to put doors on it. So that side's just going to be closed off. Yep. And we'll put doors on the other 3 ways, and that side is just, for most of the way, it's just going to be closed off. Not everywhere, and maybe not always, but for right now, most places it's just going to be closed. And it's fine. It's fine. It's probably fine. It's fine for now. Okay? It's fine for now. If you have a better idea of how to do that without having to take and move my elevator buttons or something, put in the comments, because this is the best I got right now. All right, it's time. I've been putting it off and putting it off, and goodness knows I still have plenty of things I could do, but I am aware that if I build some infrastructure, some mechanisms and some contraptions that will make my life easier later, that my life will get easier later. So if I start it now, then it has time to do its job and to work, and also just if I need it, it would be easier than doing it manually. So it's time. I have to upgrade the workshop again and make some farms. First thing I did though was to make this. I smelted some brass, and now I have, the first thing is a small cogwheel, then a large cogwheel, and then an iron nugget, And now I have sheets of gold. And it goes across. And it's not set very fast because once I do this, it won't matter. But it goes blue. Okay, that is really slow. I might need to speed that up because this is going to take all day. But it goes bloop. Come on, come on. But again, once it's going, I can just drop a stack of glass sheets in here and walk away. Bloop. Now that's the first part. This has to be done a couple of times. Yeah, you get the idea. This is a precision mechanism maker. And I can just go bloop and bloop and bloop and it'll be fine. Yep. I don't need a lot of them, but when I need them, I need them. So what I'll do is I'll drop some gold sheets in there and then come back and drop another one. I'm not even going to worry about having some kind of fancy sorting thing that, I don't care. I don't care. But I was thinking I needed another power supply, but given the speeds these things are traveling at, look at that. Network stress is low. I still have so much power available off of that first set of wheels. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is put my next little device here. What I'd like is my mechanical crafter here. So there's some steps to making that. Let's get on it. And my precision mechanisms are on their second round. Let's see how many of them fail. I don't know. Okay, these first two are on their last legs. Let's see, do we end up with a glass sheet? Or do we end up with a precision mechanism? This will be the tell right here. Look at that. We got a cog out of it. What? What? Look at that. We did it. We did it. We made our first precision mechanism. Woot, woot, woot. Hopefully I don't have to make very many because this process is slow and expensive. But anyway, I don't know how we ended up with a cogwheel, but I'll take that back. Yep, that's fine. And then, complex curiosities. I feel so special. I do. Woot, 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 woot. Okay, I'm getting back to work. So the next thing we need, and this is the thing I've been a little intimidated by because I always mess it up the first time, is we're going to make some mechanical crafters. I have a whole bunch of brass casings here. I made some more by mistake because I didn't realize I had some. But anyway, I have a whole bunch of brass casings and I need these electron tubes and we need to look and see what else we need. We need crafting tables. Alrighty. Well, I can make those. Let's see. Let's make several. Okay. So, that's not what I needed to do. Over to our crafting table that actually we're using. Crafting table. And if I read that right, we got 1. Then we have 2. And then we have 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a 9 by 9. Is that enough? Let's see. Let's ponder. Okay, this shows a 9 by 9. Okay. I can turn them. I think I need a bigger one for crushing wheels though, don't I? Oh, I can make the wheels one at a time. Duh, I'm very smart. Ish. And then I just put a depot next to it. I can do that. I just need to know how to. Oh, okay. You guys, I might actually be smart enough to do this. Oh, what? Okay, let's try it. And we just got the achievement, Desperate Measures. Drastically slow down a mechanical crafter to procrastinate on proper infrastructure. Okay, so apparently the game is throwing shade at me for not having sped this up enough. So, fine. It's if you give a mouse a cookie all over again, in order to do this, I have to do that, and then I have to do the other thing. I knew I needed those precision mechanisms for something. It's time to make some speed controllers. Yep. Alrighty, in order to make a speed controller, I need one precision mechanism, which I have, and a brass casing. So that's not too terrible. That's not too terrible. It only took, a few things to get us to that point. No, not a minor, not a big inconvenience at all. Okay, so if we take the speed controller, let's do that. Let's make one. Do we get an achievement for it? Let's find out. Ta-da! No, we do not. That is just rude. We should get something for that. Because this thing's a pain in the patootie to make the first time. Yes. Okay, I'm over it. Yeah. Really. Okay. Well, we have a 3x3. Is that big enough to make a crushing wheel? Which is the thing I'm doing this for in the first place. Later, obviously, there's other stuff I would like to... Oh, no. I need 21 of these things. Guess I need to start making scratching some stuff with some sandpaper and finding some more redstone and stuff. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I think I have it set up like it's supposed to go. And now we're gonna give it power and see if it works. Eee! There it goes. It's going kind of slow and that's all right. All toward the middle. I need to speed it up, but that's fine. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Give me some crushing wheels. I need power. And all of it goes toward the middle. It's going to come all down here and then go blah, 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 across out. Come on. You can do it. Okay, I know I need to speed you up. Shut up and just do the thing. Oh my gosh, I made this way too slow. Even though I sped it up quite a bit with the speed controller. Obviously, I need to make it faster. Here we go. It's going to add those two pieces. One andesite alloy into place. Boop. And here comes the other one. Oh, riveting content. I know. And then here comes this. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. I don't know what's happening. Let's pick it up. Oh, crushing wheels. These two things in my hand, they open up all kinds of possibilities. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You see, when you're making dye, crushing wheels, they make it better. You get more stuff out of them. When you're making slime, you get more. When you grind up wheat, you get stuff. There's just I've been waiting on these for a while, and in fact, I'm probably going to make another set because I think this set eventually is going to go in my gold farm. But for now, we're going to set these bad boys up and grind up some things, crush them to death, or at least into pieces, because we wouldn't actually want to crush anything to death. Because that would be gross and sad, and we don't want to do that. Right, yeah. Alrighty, it took some minor reconfiguring. I had to move my heated mixer setup, which doesn't have a heater currently, but it's in there, over so that I could put these in the corner here and put a little barrier around them so that Graceful here, that's me, I'm Graceful, doesn't walk into them and gets mooshed or just badly damaged. And we just drop stuff up there, and down it comes out here, crushed up into its components. That's going to be really useful. Mark that off my list. In fact, let's go mark it off the list. Create stuff. Where's the create stuff list? Ooh, haven't done that yet. But I have done my mechanical assembler. Done. Crushing wheels. Done. We are so cool. Precision mechanism station. Processing center. Done. Love it. I haven't put a saw in yet. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that, because that really will kill you fast. So I need to make sure it is away from my little parts. Yes. I like the blood to stay on the inside. Yes. But that's massive progress. I'm so proud of me. Yes. So I got a little obsessive with the taking down of the chunks, because you see, I want to finish the second cog in all of this, and I was like, okay, well, I can just take it down a little at a time and like do one section at a time so that I can build a cog at a time, the whole thing. And somehow I'm here, halfway done, or 2/3 of the way done. So I might as well finish the whole thing, right? Yeah, let's do that. When I originally started to clear out this particular chunk, this is the first chunk I started to clear out so that I could start building the cogs and everything. I saw diamonds, so I cleared out this bottom section, removing diamonds, and I was like, hey, I might as well just go ahead and start doing. Then it occurred to me that smart people start at the top and dig down. Yeah. So I had to deal with this big old hole right here. So even though I was able to take my big drill and go around and around and around in a circle, or square rather, and go around and around and around and clear all of that out, now I have to do this the slow way to take out this last row of these, because I didn't think ahead. Oh well. I'm gonna do this and then we'll see what's next. Okay? I'm so silly. Ta-da! It's down. We're all the way down to the bottom, and we only have those two behind me, those two left to take down. Look at that. Okay, 3. I was wrong. I can count. 1, 2, 3. I still have 3 to do. But you know what? There used to be 8 plus the middle. So this is great. This is big progress. Yep. All right, back to it. What's next? Alrighty, even though there's a whole bunch of other stuff still to do on the list, I'm going to I took the moment to mark off, to finish and mark off chunk number 5 of 8 gone. Look, everything takes a long time, okay? It's a really big world. It's a really big build and stuff. And I'm going to celebrate the wins, man. Yep. One of the perils of kind of making things up as you go and seeing what fits is moments like this. Do you notice something missing right here behind me? If you look down there, you can see there should be an arm here, and there's not. Oh, Larky. Well, let's fix it then. And just like that, we have the second ring built. Yay! Is there still more to do? Oh yeah, that's just the inner part of this ring. We still have to do the outer part. It's going to come in just a little bit. It's not going to line up exactly. I want it to not line up exactly. And this will probably be a thinner ring as well. And the spokes will be different. Each cog is going to be a little different, because otherwise it would be boring to do the same thing again, right? So, but we have the inner ring outlined, and I'm going to pop into FreeCam so you can see what it's going to start to look like as we go up here and we look down. It's gonna be so cool. Y'all, I'm so excited to see the progress in this thing. And I have, well, I have stuff to do. So the next thing is to put in the outer ring to work my way out and then populate the whole thing, like put the floor down and the roof down and stuff so that it's all done. This one will be a little different than that one up there because it will have more of a glass exterior and maybe even just not have any cogs at all. I don't know. I'm still playing with it, okay? But it's going to look a little different than the other one, and it will hopefully be cool, and it will look nice, and all that stuff, and yeah, I'm excited. So, I'm going to stop telling you how excited I am, and I'm just going to build it, okay? Okay, woohoo! So, I started the second cog, and I think I really like the way it's laid out. I like this floor. I think each layer is gonna have a different floor, a different setup, a little bit. As you can see, it's going to take a lot of stone and deep slate to go all the way around. But that's okay, because I have a lot of stone and deep slate. It's amazing how much stone and deep slate you get when you take down 8 chunks of material. So I guess the next step is to, finish building it. Because I want to use this layer, this cog, for some of the farms I want to build. Like I've got some shakers that I would like to put in if I can. I need a cactus farm. I want some dye. Because I want some color. I need some color, man. I want some color. So that's what's next. Yeah, so let's build it. Whee! Well, everybody, the second cog has a structure. It has a floor. It has some other things that are beginning to get us an idea of what it's going to look like. Of course, we have the gear itself. We will have to put on our cogs. There's a lot still to do. We have, of course, this whole chunk to take down, and there's 2 other chunks over there, 1 and 2 that need to come down. But we have our second cog. Why did I push to get this second cog's floor in when I had so many other things to still take down? Because I need dye. I need dye. And I would very much like for this cog to be where my cactus farm is, to be where this whole round thing. If I can get blue and yellow and red and the light gray flowers to spawn on these in this area, then I will put my flower shakers here. So I want to make colored glass. I think I've said that before. And I need dye. Lots and lots of dye. So there are only so many options available to me currently in this world. Thanks to Create, I can at least make black dye, which is great because there's no option for squids here. But in order to get red and orange and yellow and green, and I need all the colors. So I intentionally built this world in a meadow, and various places in the meadow allow you to get certain flowers in those places. And of course that would be up at the top, but I don't want to do them up at the top. I want to do them down here. So I found a place that's mostly only the red flowers, and I am in the process of building a shaker. And then could I have had the yellow flowers right next to it? Apparently not. So way over here on another section of this ring, I believe these are my yellow flowers. Let's find out. Yep, yellow flowers. And then all the way over here, on another section of the ring are blue flowers. Cornflowers, which give me blue dye. I also want the flowers because I have a limited selection of those as well that grow naturally here. Occasionally, the wandering trader will have a flower I want, but he will only sell me so many before he says, and won't sell me anymore. There is a fourth kind of flower, a fourth color of flower, and unfortunately, the only place I could isolate that was on the roof of this cog right here. And that's the azure bluet. There's one other kind of flower that I have seen, and that is the oxeye daisy. And I've been all the way around here and all the way around there. I can't make it grow on purpose. At least I haven't figured out how to make it grow on purpose. I've only seen like 2 since I have started this world. And one of them is, oh, not there. Oh, hello, wandering trader. We will come visit you in a minute. Is up here. I think there's one oxeye daisy in all of this, but if I knock it down and pick it back up again, it doesn't give me any more oxeye daisies. I will keep trying because I would like to have all the flowers, and the oxeyes are actually kind of a favorite of mine. But it's time to build some shakers. Yep. Ooh, the wandering trader actually has flowers I want this time. I do not need those poppies. I can grow them here. I can't get tulips any other way, and he will only sell me a few because he's a jerk. What kind of person comes with the flowers that I want and only brings like 12 of each? What were you thinking, man? What were you thinking? All right, fine. Okay, my first flower shaker is in place. This one is for red dye. These are poppies. They're the only red flowers that grow here naturally. And what we've done is we have a set of hoppers that goes to the middle, bloop, 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 where there's a dispenser that shoots up. And we'll put bone meal in this hopper, and it'll go bloop. This is not my design. I no, goodness no. I learned about this from Pixel Riffs, but there are others. And I have a sticky piston because I didn't want to make this super tall. So I have a sticky piston that pulls this back when I push this lever, and that opens or closes the circuit that turns it on. There's a repeater here to make sure that it reaches all the way to the end here. I probably didn't need it with this small of a shaker, but better safe than sorry. And then over here we have redstone that powers the dispenser and also goes up here and powers these pistons. And the 2 piston sets go push, 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 push. I'll show you in just a second. And they move the grass, which breaks the things that grow when the dispenser hits, when the bone meal hits it. Let's put some bone meal in there. We'll do, say, 10 bone meal. Maybe a little more than 10. And once bone meal's in there, we can go boom. And it will keep going until I flip the lever again. Apparently, I didn't hit the lever, even though I thought I did. What the heck? There, that was weird. The sticky piston didn't sticky piston. That was very strange. But it's all good now. So then I just run up here and I pick it up. And apparently I've got yellow flowers also, which is fine. Which might mean that I don't need the yellow over there. So I may just stick with this one little square for yellow and red dye. And look at that. In that short amount of time, I got 23 poppies and 11 dandelions. I don't think I'll have any shortage of red, orange, or yellow anytime soon. And yeah, I know that this thing behind me isn't very pretty. I'll make it pretty, don't worry. It's just not my focus today. My focus today is functionality, and then I'll come back and decorate, okay? Okay. And here we are. The first of the red glass is in and ready to use. Ta-doo! This is what it looks like with shaders on. Doesn't it look cool? Everything looks cool with shaders on pretty much. But this is what it looks like without it. Still pretty cool. Woo, 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 woo. See, what's going to happen is you may have noticed that the north, south, east, and west signs that help me not get lost in all this are red on this level. And all of the glass will also be red on this level. And then the next level will be orange and yellow and green and so on. So that we get kind of a rainbow. We like a rainbow. And it's already starting to look so cool. You can see the tears, and the glass really highlights the tears and how they've patched it with the glass so they can see it and preserve what they found when they moved in here. I'm so happy with it. And that, my friends, is all the time I have for this episode. So next time we're going to build a cactus farm, we're going to build a tree farm, and we're going to do some decorating. And maybe, if we have time, we might build our mob farm. Maybe. Either way, I've had a great time building all of this, and I'm sorry it's been so long since my last episode. We'll have another one out very soon, I promise. Either way, thanks for watching, and happy crafting, y'all. Bye for now.